guys, it's Ray with The Buzz, and we are on the season finale of Songland. I can't believe we've been through the whole season. And of course, we ended with Usher, and the winner of this episode is here with us today. Hi, Ryan. How are you?
Great. How are you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. So, jumping right into it, it's Usher. I mean, Grammy, Billboard winning Usher. Did that make you nervous in any way?
I tried to take all the energy that I was feeling and put it towards excitement instead of nerves, so that I could like perform my best and just kind of enjoy the moment, and take advantage of the opportunity.
So give us a little bit of your background in just this industry, songwriting, how you came into this and how you got into the show.
Totally. So I'd always like loved music, but never made original music until about 3 or 4 years ago. It was 3.5 years ago. Um, and I wrote my first song and put it out on SoundCloud, and people liked it. So then I kept doing it. And fast forward a few years and a few EPs later, my sound has changed, and I think my skills have grown. Um, and then I just got a really amazing opportunity to be on this show. They reached out to me, and I'm never gonna say no. Like that just like is amazing. So things just kind of like lined up and fell into place. It was really a blessing.
Now, when you wrote into the show, did you envision this song particularly for Usher, or what were you thinking when you were kind of coming up with this song?
Yeah, so I didn't write this song necessarily with Usher in mind. I was in Greece at the time. My family's Greek, so we go there and we spend time. It's very like therapeutic, and it's a great place to write music. So I had brought my mic over, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna try and put together like a little EP here, kind of like just with the vibes of Greece. It's like so wavy, and so my friend Sahara sent me the beat, and it was like really it wasn't traditional. It was like very dynamic and cool. So it inspired me to write this song. The song is about a relationship that was never really a full relationship, and I kind of thought that it could be something else. But she was flying from Virginia to California. She was moving to California, and I was going to Greece. So we were kind of like headed in opposite directions. Um, and that was on my mind when I was in Greece. So I figured that this song would be kind of like a final like shot. Hey, would you want to try and do something?
So I have to ask, of course, did it work? Does the person know that the song was?
She has a boyfriend now, and that boyfriend is not me, so it did not work.
Okay, but guess what? But you're on Songland, and your
Hey,
song is amazing. So
it
I
did
think
work.
I think you won. But sitting in that room and working with Esther and Usher and just everybody, what was that process like? Especially when you come in with this song that you kind of, have written and obviously have an emotional connection to. What is it like to have that workshopped?
It was the coolest experience because I never had anybody around me that assumed those roles of like almost like a guidance type of role, or like, this is why we're going to use this bar, this is why we're going to change this melody. So I learned so much just based on working with them for the amount of time, the small amount of time that we really like worked on the song. It transformed my process too. Like now I'm writing music that is different, and I'm trying to picture Esther next to me and what she would say, and try and like keep all of the knowledge that I had gained there. I feel like a way to describe it is I was teaching myself for 4 years. So naturally I'm gonna assume techniques and then kind of let those fall, and then get different techniques and kind of um, find my own way, but without anyone telling me what's right or wrong. And then I finally had someone to say, this technique is right, this one is wrong. And so a lot of puzzle pieces just kind of like came together.
Nice. Okay. So, in terms of just even Usher's vocal range, is that something that you had considered before? Is just the different ranges and stuff when you were writing on your own, or is that something that also came into play?
It's, to be honest, not something that I considered. But now hearing the Usher version, I'm so happy that like he snapped, he killed it. And I think that it definitely does show his vocal range. It wasn't though something that I had considered when writing the song, because the melodies were pretty there, and it was just a lot focusing on like developing the lyrics and the message, kind of keeping it cohesive and stuff. But yeah.
I always ask everyone, what is your favorite line? So of the song that you've written, if you had to pick a line and be like, this is the line that's, I'm going to go paint on my wall, what would it be?
I feel like that has to be the line has to be "How's the view from California," because that transcended from the first version to the Usher version, and it kind of was what the entire track was like built around. It was like this long distance relationship that was never really fully a thing, but it's like a longing to be a reality. So I think that line really sums up the whole track.
Did you, first of all, you're the last, obviously the season finale, the last episode. So you had to keep a secret for a really long time. How was that?
Such a long time. It was cool though. It felt cool because I was able to kind of sit with the result for so long and kind of come at peace with it. And then like 3 weeks ago, Esther hit me and was like, "Yo, you're about to be really happy." I said, "Why?" She's like, "Because he got Tyga on it." And I'm like, "Oh my God, now I got to keep my mouth closed even more."
All right. And so moving into, so having this, this episode come out, at this last, season finale, what was the excitement of this episode premiering last night and your friends? I kind of took a quick flip through your Instagram. I didn't get to look long, but it looked like you were really, in celebration mode. So how was that?
Oh yeah. It was amazing. I had a little like COVID friendly watch party with like some of my closest friends, my day ones, family. And it was just so cool to share that moment with them, because all of the excitement that I had to contain for all those months, I feel like I could just like experience it then with everybody, and it was so surreal.
I don't know how you guys do it, because I can barely, my best friend watches the show usually the next day or the day after, and I can barely like not call her up and say, "Hey, oh my God, did you see the episode?" So I don't know how you guys do it. So I'm glad you got to release that. But going forward, what are your plans? Who do you want to work with? What do you want to write? Tell me all about your plans going forward after this.
Hell yeah. So I would say that um, I want to keep a good balance between being an artist and being a songwriter. I want to write songs that feel like they're for me, but if an opportunity arises where maybe a bigger artist will get more shine on the song, or it makes more sense for a different artist to release the song that I wrote, I'm always going to take that opportunity, because I can always write another song. And so I really look up to people like Party Next Door, who has his own catalog, but then also is writing hits for like Rihanna and all these big names. Like that to me is just so boss. And it's also business at the end of the day. So it's kind of deciding what are the best decisions to make for your business.
So who is on your hit list? Who would you like to make a hit for if you had to name your top three?
I'd love to make a hit for Sway Lee. I'd love to make a hit for Post Malone. Um, and I would also say Rihanna, because she feels so timeless to me.
Well, we're waiting for Rihanna to release new music, so maybe you can just slide her a song and be like, "Here's the one." That'd be a good combination. And other than just, kind of writing and striking that balance, what are your plans in terms of just your own music, just focusing more on that?
Yeah, I actually have a single coming out next week, a week from today, next Tuesday, that I'm really excited about, because for the first time I got a producer involved. I'm not worrying about the mix, the master. I'm just focusing on the writing, the melodies, the performance, and letting people that I trust do the things that they love. And so that's why I'm really excited about this next single, and it's going to be a part of an EP that's still being put together, but I can't wait. I'm excited. It feels like a big step.
Okay, as the last person of the season, I'm going to give you the responsibility of kind of saying something to people who want to be on this show and fellow aspiring songwriters. And, you know, I haven't really asked anyone this in the past because we've been caught up, but as a, you know, I'm praying for a season 3. I don't think they've confirmed a season 3, but I'm hoping for a season 3 if they haven't confirmed it yet. So because I think this is an amazing platform, but what would you say to, you know, people applying, future songwriters, everybody?
I would say believe in yourself and believe in your ideas, um, and if you work hard and you are ready to accept opportunities when they come your way and make the best out of them, then you're gonna find success. Before this show, I never had too much of a validating uh, experience, right? Where I was writing these songs, and I felt personally like they were hits. I felt like they could get millions of plays, but then I'd post them and it would be a few thousand or whatever. Um, but instead of letting that discourage you, I would say just believe even more. Like sometime once you get that look, like it things will come together, you know.
And what would you say to the judges and maybe even to artists out there who have maybe seen the show, but, you know, to just encourage them to kind of come on and sign on and foster new talent?
Yeah, well, to the judges, I would say thank you so much. I learned so much from all of you guys. It was incredible to work with such talented people. And to artists who are thinking about coming on, I would say 100% do it because it's such a friendly environment. It's such a fun show, and it's like there's no pressure. The song's already written. It's basically just a studio session televised, which is like the coolest thing ever.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you so, so much for chatting with us and congratulations again. And I'm a longtime Usher fan, so to get new music from him and it being your song was even better. So thank you for that too.
Yeah, of course. Thank you guys.